This is the morning video briefing. This is for Tuesday, the 12th day of December, less than 2 weeks away from Christmas. This is James Spann. Alabama's weather dry through Friday. Then for the weekend, some rain is likely for parts of the state. But the good news, we do not expect any severe storms this weekend. Here's a look at the upper air situation this morning. We have a zonal flow across the southern states and a dry air mass and a cold air mass. We've got some low 20s to start today. 22 early this morning for Gadsden and Aniana. Haleyville 24. Anniston, Cullman, Pell City 27. Sylacauga at 26. Got a freeze down to Montgomery. They've got 32. Dothan 37. Mobile at 40. Highs today upper 50s for North Alabama. Low to mid 60s for the southern counties of the state. That is exactly average here for mid-December. It's a very quiet morning. There's the watch warning map around the nation. We note a winter storm watch for northeast New Mexico, a flash flood watch for parts of eastern Maine, but again, things are very calm. There could be some thunderstorms later today near El Paso, Texas, or maybe a little east of there, but nothing severe. Tomorrow, a chance of a few storms over West Texas, much of New Mexico, parts of Arizona, and the southern tip of Florida, but again, nothing severe. And pretty much the same thing on day 3, which is Thursday. We see no severe storms expected here for at least the next 5 days across the United States. Here's the updated rain outlook through Tuesday morning of next week. And again, there's a decent chance we'll see some rain this weekend, but probably not that much. You can see rain amounts about 1/2 inch for the southeastern counties of the state, under 1/2 inch elsewhere, and hardly any rain for northwest Alabama. We'll take a look at the new model output. Model fans, this is the GFS. This is the 06Z run, valid today at 4. Trough coming into the southwest United States. Zonal flow here. And again, cool and dry. Nothing but sunshine. Upper 50s for North Alabama, low 60s for the southern counties of the state. Pretty much the same situation tomorrow and Thursday and Friday. And then over the weekend, a surface low is expected to form in the eastern Gulf of Mexico. This is the situation on Saturday. The GFS depicting that surface low a little to the southeast of Tampa. And again, if this verifies, we could see some rain perhaps for the southern third of the state on Saturday. But you get the idea that a fairly decent chunk of the day will be dry for Alabama. And again, the sky mostly cloudy. Temperatures on Saturday close to 60 in most spots. And then on Sunday, that surface low moves up into southern Georgia. And this is the GFS, and if this verifies, we would have rain for much of the state. And again, nothing severe. It'd be a fairly cool air mass. Temperatures would likely be in the 50s and low 60s during the day. Let's look at the European solution. It's a little different. It's got the surface low on Sunday farther east in the Atlantic, well east of Jacksonville. Still, that would suggest a chance of some rain here, but again, probably not that much. So the basic idea for the weekend, a lot of clouds around, the chance of some rain Saturday, mainly for the southern third of the state. And even there, not raining all day. And then some chance of rain statewide Saturday night and Sunday. Nothing severe, probably no thunder. And again, highs upper 50s and low 60s for the weekend. And then Monday, that feature is out of here. It's moving away, so we'll see a clearing sky. And again, there's no really cold air involved. We'll stay in the 50s and lows in the 30s and 40s, which is very seasonal. And this is a week from today, Tuesday, the 19th of December, a northwest flow aloft, and once again, the weather cool and dry. Let's go out 10 days. This is Thursday, the 21st of December. Ridging building across the central United States. No evidence of any Arctic connection. And once again, we're dry and fairly pleasant. Temperatures probably a smidgen above average. Let's go out here 10 days. I take that back. When I said 10 days a minute ago, I said that this is a week from today. So this is Tuesday the 19th. Now let's go out 10 days. This is Thursday the 21st. And again, no evidence of any bitterly cold Arctic air. Rain for Birmingham coming off the European ensemble. The mean a little over 1 inch between now and the 27th of December. Temperatures coming off the NBM, the National Blend of Models. Highs mostly mid to upper 50s through Tuesday of next week, and then around 60 for the latter half of next week. Lows 30s and 40s. And again, these numbers are very close to seasonal averages. And the latest 8 to 14-day guidance. If you're dreaming of a white Christmas, again, you're not going to like that map. And again, it's a little misleading. See all the red here. And a red map in December is not the same as a red map in August. For example, here, temperatures above average, that could be a high close to 60. But again, there's no evidence of any Arctic connection. It looks like much of the United States will be flooded by mild Pacific air with the upper air pattern for the latter part of December. So again, white Christmas probabilities here are always less than 1%, and I'd say they're lower than that this year. So one more time, when I go back to the situation Saturday night, where we had a couple of very brief tornadoes, but very meaningful tornadoes in a very densely populated part of the Birmingham metro, Homewood and Mountain Brook. And there were no tornado warnings. Those tornadoes were down for a few minutes. The radar signature was marginal. Even if we would have seen a good signature, by the time the warning goes out, the damage would have been done. We just cannot warn for a tornado that's down for a few minutes. It's beyond the science. Having said that, there were very good severe thunderstorm warnings in effect. And like we've talked about, we have to do a better job of getting people to pay attention to those severe thunderstorm warnings. And so I just put out a little poll on my Instagram story yesterday. And this is not scientific, obviously. But I just said, do you have a weather radio in your home? And as of this morning, I checked, and thousands of people responded in the no's win, 52 to 48. And really, a lot of people that follow me on social media, they're weather dweebs, and they're going to have a tendency to have these things. I think the population would be a whole different look, the general population. But you can see clearly a small majority, does not have a weather radio. And again, this service was initiated back in the 70s by the Weather Service, and this had nothing to do with cell networks. It's different. Cell phones can fail. Cell service can fail during a high-impact weather event. And this is basically like having a smoke alarm in your house for these warnings. It's loud. It will wake you up. And for those that had one of these Saturday night, they would have been toned out in Homewood and Vestavia, Mountain Brook, Bluff Park at 11:21, and then again at 11:59 when the severe thunderstorm warnings were issued. So, and again, if you get through this video and if you're watching this, I bet you have one of these. So the encouragement, here's an idea, maybe a Christmas gift idea for somebody you know that doesn't pay attention to weather. I always thought that realtors, this would be a great thing for people that purchase a new home, to give them one of these. It's kind of a housewarming gift. Certainly everybody in a mobile home needs one, but everybody in any type of home needs one. We have one, and if we have one, you need one. And again, the severe thunderstorm definition, it's 58 mile per winds or greater, or hail 1 inch in diameter. And the warnings issued Saturday night were for wind. Obviously, there was a surge. It was going to be a high wind event. And even though there were a couple of brief tornadoes involved, most of the damage through that swath was straight line winds. And again, I say this a lot. Does it matter if a tree's going to come on your house? Does it matter if it's a small tornado or straight line winds? You just need to be in a safer place. And again, what I should have messaged Saturday night during the long form coverage here was treat this like a tornado warning. And again, in situations like that, where you're going to have a squall line and tornadoes that spin up, that they're very brief, we don't have the skill set to warn for a tornado that's down for 3 or 4 minutes. We don't. By the time we see it, the warning goes out, it's disseminated, it's gone. So I should have messaged it better. But again, just the message here is consider maybe getting a weather radio for family members or friends for Christmas. That would just be a good gift. You can buy these things in most big box retailers. That model you see here, that's a Midland WR120, and that's kind of the standard. And they cost $30. And for a lot of people, $30 is a lot of money, and it's cost prohibitive. But again, it's just a great gift idea. Of course, you can order these things online as well. So that's my little note of the day on that. So today I will be speaking of all places at the Homewood Chamber of Commerce annual banquet. This was set up a year ago. And don't you know, I'll probably be torched at this thing, and I deserve to be. That's fine. And we'll talk about it. And I'll say the same thing to them I just said to you, in that we clearly have a siren dependency problem. I know that. We all know that. People honestly think they're going to hear a siren before a tornado in the middle of the night during a raging storm, and that's just got to stop. We've got to move on past those things. But anyway, Homewood Chamber of Commerce banquet today. This evening I'll be out at Ross Bridge, the resort, reading some Christmas books to the kids in the neighborhood there and that are staying there. It's an annual fundraiser we do to raise money for some ministries. Tomorrow morning, Hatchie Elementary School in Calhoun County, home of the Indians. Thursday, East Elementary in Cullman. That'll be a lot of fun. Thursday evening, I'll be emceeing the Christmas program at Double Oak Community Church in Mount Laurel. Friday morning, Kermit Johnson Elementary School up in North Jefferson County. And then Saturday, we have a book signing in Auburn. We're going to be at the Bean Coffee Shop. Let me be sure I got my time straight here. It's going to be from 10 until 1 at the Bean Coffee Shop in Auburn. And this is the last one before Christmas. We'll have all the shirts, all those weather shirts and the hats and the books, everything. We take pictures. We have so much fun. We love coming to Lee County. So Auburn, Saturday from 10 until 1. And of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.